everybody, what's up and welcome back. It's so nice to be together again for another Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to be teaching you a much requested move. It is a move that is adapted from traditional Irish dancing. It's called the rock. Not to be confused with the Melbourne rock, which probably a lot of you already know how to do. Totally different move. Also, shout out to my friend Yvonne who actually taught me the traditional Irish way to do this. The way I'm going to teach it looks a little bit different than the Irish way, but the concepts are still the same. So let me demo it for you first. Before I teach you this move, I just want to say I have actually been really hesitant to teach this because you have a high risk of injuring yourself if you try to do this move without the proper technique or without warming up first. So please do not just jump right up and start learning to do this right along with the tutorial. You need to take a minute, get warmed up, stretch and roll your ankles, and also I would recommend when you're first learning this, hold yourself up against the wall or hold onto a table or something just so that you're not putting undue stress on your ankles while you're learning how to manipulate them to get the angles that you want to get. Okay, let's jump into it. So the first step of this move is to get one foot in front of the other. You're going to cross your legs at the ankles and you want your feet to be as close together as possible. The wider apart your feet are, the higher the risk that you're going to hurt yourself, and I really don't want you to do that. So keep them really close. You're going to basically have the tops of your 2 feet touching. So the foot that's in front is going to be pointing completely sideways and your weight is going to be completely in the foot that you're standing on. It's really important here that you always keep your weight in only one foot at a time. You're not going to be rolling over and putting your weight on both feet at any point here, because this move takes a lot of balance. And imagine if I was in this position and I fell over this way and all my weight went onto my foot that's sideways, I would break my ankle. Not a good situation. So your feet are going to be like this, and you're going to put a little bit of a bend into the knee of the leg that you're standing on. You want to keep your core tight and try to keep the rest of your body straight, and you're just going to pop. And your weight is now going to be completely in your other foot with the foot that's in the back pointing sideways. Then you just give a little bounce and pop back. So it's called a rock because you're literally rocking back and forth. Another thing that I did when I was first starting that kind of helped me get the muscle memory of just putting my weight on one foot at a time was to actually kind of separate my feet like this, and I would just practice jumping back and forth, only ever letting one foot touch the ground at a time. And that kind of helped me not just get the muscle memory, but also how to catch my balance when I'm in a weird position on only one leg. That's also a good tool to just help you get this move up to speed. I would really recommend practicing slowly at first. You can always speed up later, but the slower that you go at the beginning, the more you can hone in and refine your technique to make sure that you're doing it the safest way possible. If you try to just go out of the gate 130 BPM right away on this, you're definitely gonna get hurt. So let me demonstrate this move from the back just so that you can follow along and do exactly what I'm doing. So here we got one foot in front of the other. This foot's pointing sideways. Tops of the feet are touching, and we're just going to hop, 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 hop. You'll notice here that it's not just my feet that are moving. In order to keep my legs as close together as possible, this is going to take a little bit of hip action also, because when you're going over, in order to balance, the top half of your body kind of stays where it was originally and your hips go out, and then you go back, back, and back. Whew. I know this is a pretty confusing foot position to end up in after the move is over, but you guys know I wouldn't let you go without a few good transitions to help you get out of it. This is the one that I did when I first learned the move, and I think it kind of looks the coolest. It looks like this. You're just going right into an out and cross. So when you end up in this position at the end, you're just gonna go up on both toes, point your heels out, and then pop your toes. So, bop, 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 bop. And And from the back. Another good transition move here would be a spin. It's always really easy to spin when you have one foot in front of the other because you can just kind of twist your body around. So I think the easiest one to do out of this looks like this. Pretty much you end in this position, then you just go up on both toes and you twist your upper body to get the momentum that you need to turn the rest of your body as well. From the back it looks like this. Another good spin to do after this, if you already know how to do this kind of like pumping spin that looks like this, that's a great one because that move already requires one leg to be in front of the other one, so you're set up perfectly for that. You're gonna end right here, so, and then just pick up the foot that's in front and spin. So, bop, bop, bop. The last transition that I want to leave you guys with is a more advanced move. It's going to build off the toe taps that I taught you before, and if you don't already know how to do this, let me know if you want to learn it in a more in-depth tutorial and I can teach you next week. But it looks like this. If you remember the X grid that I taught you before, when we end up here, we're just going to be taking that back foot and we're going to be tapping 3 points of that X and then transferring our weight to do the other toe taps. Bop, 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 bop. From the back, it looks like this. I will say that these rocks are normally done in groupings of 3, but you can really do any number that you like. I think it kind of just depends on whatever move you want to do to transition out of it and which foot your weight needs to be on to get into that move. Now you can do the adapted Irish rock. I'm so proud of you. I hope you guys have so much fun doing this move. Please be careful, don't hurt yourselves, but definitely if you decide to work on this and throw it into your flow, tag me in those videos because I want to see you rocking it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. I love you so much. Until next time, happy rocking.